I recently posted my retrospective on shock sites, and as normally happens with any video that I post, my algorithm started showing me topics that were similar to what I made. And for me, this meant that my feed was just completely flooded with those corny TikToks where people have that scary TikTok sound playing in the background while I talk about any of the dozens of infamous cartel gore videos. But among the sea of slop that I was receiving, one video popped up that left me completely perplexed. And it was this video right here. Now, the reason I was so taken back by this was because this reminded me a lot of a video that I had already seen. There was a very similar video posted onto r/MakeMyCoffin back when that still was a thing. And although I don't think it's the same exact video, I knew exactly what I was watching. And as most of us do when we get a weird TikTok, I did some digging, and it appears as though there is a recent phenomenon where people are taking real shock and gore videos and putting this minion AI filter over it. And as I started seeing more and more TikTok clips, I realized that they weren't playing around this time. 2 years ago, I covered a very similar topic where I talked about the full stop punctuation situation on YouTube, where if you typed in a period into the search bar, you'd get really disturbing and weird clips. But even then, I remember having to spend at least half hour to an hour just clicking through to find pretty much anything of relevance or concern. And with this, I was able to find stuff within seconds. And that honestly scared the hell out of me, because usually when I hear about these kinds of trends on TikTok, whether it was the random gore trend where you'd be scrolling and randomly get a nice video on the surface, and then it would last second change to the Ronnie McNutt stream or something worse. Or how about when people were using Roblox to do the same kind of thing that's happening right now? Both of those trends were very hard to find. You'd have to spend hours looking on TikTok for whatever you were trying to find, which is why I never made a video on those topics, because it wasn't that prevalent. But it shocked me how easy this was. And what's weird is that videos are still coming out somehow. And I sound confused because I tried making one of myself to see how easy it was, and I was not able to. Now, obviously, I did not use a real gore clip. I took a home video clip of my friends and I playing poker and simply dragged it into the software that I was using. Now, what software, you might ask? Well, if you look in the bottom right of any of the Minion videos, you will see a small tag that says Runway. Runway appears to be one of those up-and-coming AI generation sites where you put in any clip of yours and tell it to do whatever you'd like. And so I signed up for their free trial, which I guess is like one video clip, it seems. And to be honest, I didn't really know what I was doing, so I just dragged my clip in, and when it asked me to generate something, I just wrote what made sense to me, which was make everything in this clip the minions from Despicable Me. And to my surprise, it got flagged. So clearly the site is aware of this problem and they know what's up. But then I thought, what if they were stupid enough to only flag the Minion videos? So I tried something else. Change everything in this video to My Little Pony. And just like that, we got a hit. It was loading up, and I was waiting in anticipation to see if it would really generate a video in a similar manner to the AI Minion videos. And what do you know? The exact same style of video, but now it's been entirely changed to My Little Pony. This completely freaked me out, by the way, just because of how weird it looks, but what does this say about this kind of technology, right? It says that we should be scared of the future. I've talked about this before on the channel, but the AI apocalypse is already upon us. We're already seeing it peek its way into YouTube right now. There's channels like the Carrick Artman situation that Blooms went over, where people are already learning that slop videos do well on this platform. And it's even seeping into my own niche, or at least it feels that way with some of the channels that I've found that I'll probably do an expose on at some point. But yeah, I was genuinely at a loss for words when I found out about this trend, because it's not at all what I expected going into it. I've seen so many videos that I honestly can't believe were not flagged for the audio alone. From the No Mercy in Mexico video, to the Ronnie McNutt stream, to some obscure Make My Coffin and Live Leak clips. And it might sound strange, but it's even more disturbing and honestly gave me slight anxiety spikes watching it because it's Minions. Watching gore clips already dehumanizes the people in them a lot, but the fact that this is this innocent looking exterior with the most haunting audio mixed in, with the common sense to understand what's actually happening in the video, it really leaves you wondering what the future is going to hold. Even with TikTok getting banned, these trends will find its way onto other platforms, and I'm pretty scared of that. So I hopped on today because I wanted to show people just how easy it was to make your own clip of this, because it's concerning. When I was smaller and I looked into gore clips myself, at least I knew what I was searching for and I wasn't going to be surprised, right? I didn't just stumble upon it and scar myself. Well, yeah, that's right. You know, I willingly did it, guys. There's a difference. But in all seriousness, this made me question for the first time in my adult life if kids should be allowed onto the internet. The audio from a lot of these clips alone are horrifying. The fact that you can completely make out what's happening in a lot of these video clips is what's terrifying. And I really hope to God, if you're a parent watching this or you're just finding out about this, you monitor your kids' phone time, or at the very least, if you don't want to do all that work, go into their profile and ban a few words so that this kind of thing doesn't pop up, because I genuinely do not think it's okay that this has been picking up steam. And yes, I know that making a video on it is going to only make it more popular, but I feel like I pointed out a pretty obvious flaw in Runway's design, so hopefully this helps them see their oversight and fix the issue if they can. But yeah, that's like pretty much all I had to say on this, and that's going to bring us to the end of today's video and to the Patron shoutout. Thank you all for joining the Patreon. I say it every single video, but it has honestly been a massive help, and it really does take care of some of my bills. So if you're on there and you're on screen, thank you guys. You guys are doing way more than you have to. You guys have probably noticed also an uptick in videos, and this is just because I've been on it, dude. I really think that I've seen a change in myself, and it's really thanks to a lot of YouTubers I've been talking to. Just a little quick shout out to everybody. Been talking to Snook a lot from his channel, Elijah from Media Adoration, and Daniel from the Daniel Profeta channel. Those three have really been what's been really getting me to make videos again. Yeah, had long talks with them each, and it's gotten me really fired up, and I'm probably going to be doing some collabs with them in the future. But yeah, that'll be what you have to look forward to in the coming months. Right now I'm undecided on what to do this week. I'm deciding on whether to do a video on PSAs or start my Grimtail series, because that's one I've been wanting to do for a long time, but that one might start in January. Also, if you haven't seen my retrospective on shock sites, go check it out. You will not regret it. And yeah, with all of that said, I will see you all in the next video. Thanks for watching.